the pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
Just a little bit
Follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation, the ISR Builder Winter Series season finale from the Nashville Fairgrounds live right here on JTN. As always, I'm your host, Joe TowNetwork. Joining me up here in the booth tonight, his first of the year of hopefully many, the one and only Mr. Ricky Collette. Ricky, welcome back to the Fairgrounds, buddy.
Joe, it's great to be back here tonight for some great racing here with the ISRL. Like you said, tight points race here coming into the finale. Gonna be an exciting one, gonna be a fun one, gonna be a crazy one. Buckle up and get ready for the ride.
Buckle up, get ready, and this, of course, is your AutoSim 2 race preview. Remember, you can get AutoSim on the Steam store now for $9.99. This is the Nashville Fairgrounds, just over half a mile around this historic racetrack. We're going to go for 80 laps here tonight. Clear skies. You know, the sun's setting, Ricky. It's just a nice night in Tennessee, and boy, howdy, we got a good battle with an Owners and Drivers Championship on the line tonight. Those drivers currently out there qualifying at this moment. Those drivers, as part of that championship, also going to be indicated with red spoilers and banners on their car, but we'll also, we'll talk about them a little bit here in our show open. For our final 4 drivers in the Drivers' Championship, believe it or not, we have the 82 of Keith Hughes, the 7 of Tyler Stahlhood, the 88 of Derrick Shauer, and the 4 of Tate Dorcy. So, you got that going on. Ricky, you got a Drivers' Championship. On the owner's side, you're going to be looking at the 82 of Keith Hughes, the 7 of Tyler Stahlhood, the number 3 tonight, piloted by Zach Bilson, and then the 0 of Bren Ware. So two titles on the line tonight. 2 of those drivers have an opportunity at both, but already qualifying, awarding bonus points with 2 going to the pole sitter here this evening.
And we'll have those results in about 20 seconds here, Joe. Just the qualifying results slowly trickling in here.
They're trickling in?
Trickling in.
Trickling in. Looks like Shauer going to be on the pole.
If you can think of a better synonym, I'd like to hear it.
Yeah, I can't. That's the one I always use, Ricky, so. Oh, look at that. The sky's just got dark. Ooh, spooky. Ricky, you know what time it is. Take us through tonight's starting lineup.
All right, with pleasure, Joe. For tonight's lineup here at the Nashville Super Speedway, got 7 cars starting tonight, so I'm going to go through this very, very, very slowly because we got time to kill. Starting on pole at a time of 19.014 seconds in the number 88 car. Just talking about the points mattering in terms of qualifying position here. Derrick Shauer walks away with the pole position. Starting in the 2nd spot in the Owners' Championship, the 3 machine piloted by Zachary Bilson. In spot number 3 goes to car number 4 piloted by Tate Dorcy. 4th spot goes to car number Big Egg, otherwise known as 0. That is piloted by Bren Ware. That one was a little sloppy. I could have came up with a better word for that. Keith Hughes in the 82 will be starting for the 5th position tonight. And the last car to take a time in qualifying this evening will be the 25 machine piloted by Mr. Ken Squires. Rounding out the field in the 7th spot is going to be car number 7 of Tyler Stahlhood. electing not to take a qualifying lap and being pulled on random draw. Nobody else took a random draw, so Stahlhood, only one spot he could have gone to, so he hit the jackpot. Of all 1 spots he could have been cycled into, he picked the right spot. And that's going to be your starting lineup here from the Nashville Fairgrounds. I almost said Super Speedway when we were practicing this before the race went broadcasted, so I'm sure I'm going to accidentally do that at some point tonight. So keep a jar open. If I say Super Speedway again, someone's got to drop a penny in there.
Ricky, as always, you do a magnificent job reading off that starting lineup. Good job, buddy. Talk about the owner's title. One of the cars in that is this number 3, usually piloted by Greg Erwin tonight. You talked about it, Zachary Bilson in this number 3 Chevy Camaro here this evening. You see him out there on track right now. Will lead the way in the owner's title after qualifying second. Points are also a little bit different here with the Builder Series. Winner going to take home 50 points. Second place at 40. Third, 35. 32 for fourth. 30, 28. I'm down fifth all the way through the rest of our field. So if you can win this race tonight, Ricky, and you're any of these championship drivers, which more likely than not, there's 6 of them out of our 7 starters, you're going to be taking home one of those big trophies.
Yeah, so you definitely, it's going to be for glory tonight. There's a lot of trophies on the line, and it's going to make things a little bit interesting, just because there's such a different spread of things going around and people vying for stuff. Talking about the Owners' Championship is 2 different guys compared to the Drivers' Championship, so those guys kind of have incentive to be going all out, but at the same time, you know, the drivers there, you don't want to mess up how the Drivers' Championship's going.
You don't want to mess up a good thing for anyone else, right? Everyone wants to get a good finish to the season. You're going to be going into the Contender Series here in a few weeks. Got ISRL going to be putting on a special event February 4th. So a lot of great stuff going on here, and this is kind of one of those last opportunities to start building yourself up some momentum before the off-season comes to its close at the end of this month, and we start off the 2023 set of racing series and seasons here at the ISRL. So a lot, Ricky, that can happen here tonight. I think the one thing to note, though, is if you take home a championship here at this historic racetrack, you're going into the off-season, or what's left of it, with all the momentum in the world. Everyone's going to be patting you on the back. Everyone's going to be looking up to you when you head into that season, because you are a champion, and it doesn't matter what series, what league. When you get that champion title associated with your name, it just gives you a little extra swagger, and people all of a sudden start giving you a little extra room out on the racetrack. So 2 things that I think are really good to have as a race car driver.
Yeah, definitely, and yeah.
I don't think there was anything more you could do with that, Ricky.
We're a buff with that, Joe, but I cannot think of anything.
See Mark in chat, Greg Erwin, Tate, Dorcy, who's out there on track tonight. Tristan cheering on Keith, Dustin James. Magoo also in chat. AJ in chat. Welcome in, folks. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday, or Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. Ricky, it's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
Let me tell you, I took a big nap this afternoon in our trailer while Bristol was working on some of the graphics for tonight, but good sleeping weather here in Nashville today. But
oh yeah, for sure. I was right there with you. I was out cold for a few hours.
One of those drivers, part of that combined looking for a drivers and owners championship, is this 82 of Keith Hughes, always a player here in the ISRL. Mountain Ops on the side of that Honda. We got Civics, we got Subarus, we got a Pontiac, we got a Chevrolet. So good little mix here.
Drivers, to your cars.
As we await the command to get engines fired here for the Nashville Fairgrounds to get this race underway.
Drivers, start your engines!
There's the command, and these 7 drivers get their Pinty's cars fired up for racing here from the Nashville Fairgrounds. Of course, it's going to be Derrick Shauer on pole in the number 88, looking for a driver's championship with the 3 of Zachary Bilson to his outside. Row 2 going to be Tate Dorcy in the number 4, and the 0 of Bren Ware. Keith Hughes and Ken Squires going to make up row number 3, with Tyler Stahlhood rounding out our field of 7 in the number 7. Back there on row number 4. Grandstands are packed. We're crowning a champion here from Nashville. Field makes their way off of turn number 4. Green flag display, and we're underway. 2022 Builder Series season finale from the Fairgrounds is green.
Derrick Shauer gets an early lead here, coming down the back straightaway, coming into turn number 3, uncontested. You see the 7 up top, or 3 up top, sorry, of Bilson. Underneath, Dorcy gets the apron just a little bit, gets a little washed up. That lets the 0 Ware get to the outside of him. Breeze cleared them, so now it's a side-by-side battle for third.
Dorcy in that Valvoline Ford a little loose right now on the bottom. You don't really want to be down there. If you notice, a lot of these cars kind of running up above that second groove, in that second markings on the racetrack in that line. Seems to be the quick way around the track tonight. We'll see if that is the case as these tires start to wear out. We're looking at about 30 laps on tires, Ricky. So at least a stop or 2. Have to think some drivers might try to stretch things if the fuel will allow them to try to make this a one-stop race, but cautions fall and things happen that can kind of shake up this field. We'll see if those events occur throughout the night. Oh, we got a car around in turn 3.
Oh, 0 car, 360, saved it, keeps rolling, but we are under caution here.
Under caution for the first time tonight, Bren Ware in that number 0 around in turns 3 and 4. Let's see if he got any help. Oh, he's just going to go around all by his lonesome. Now look at it.
Yeah, let's look at it.
Thanks, Ricky. So first caution of the night coming out here on lap number 4, the 0 of Ware. Four cars down on the pit raid. Bilson, Dorcy, Ware, 5 cars actually. Hughes and Stahlhood. Stahlhood going to win the race off of pit road. That number 7 got a good chance to look at that Coca-cola Subaru. So Shauer and Squire stay out. Civic and Pontiac running 1-2 behind our Dodge Challenger pace car. Folks, we got some great racing coming up for you here on JTN. Starting off Saturday night under the lights, but not really, from the Talladega Superspeedway. It's the Bomb Squad Racing Polar Bear Invitational. Coverage beginning 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Then the FDR Winter Series heads to the Pocono Raceway on Tuesday, January 31st at 8:30. And February 4th, got the Bomb Squad Racing Lynn Voiles Memorial from Daytona. Coverage beginning 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time for that one. Those races and much, much more, of course, live right here only on JTN. Like we're gonna have long cautions tonight, Ricky. How are you doing?
Doing good, Joe. Doing good. Just thinking about the strategy that we just saw there with a lot of these guys pitting, except for Squires and Shauer. It's definitely going to be a choice that is going to have, I guess, an after effect here. I'm trying to think of the right turn of phrase, like reverberations. Ripple effect is what I was thinking of. It's going to have an effect here because we're going to get an idea of how much drop-off there is after a few laps on these tires. Either Shauer comes out of this looking very smart for staying out, or he gets eaten alive by these guys with that fresh rubber. But only time will tell on it. Not a lot of laps on those 2 lead cars, only about 5 or 6 green laps. But at full song, you know, at a place like Nashville, you're going pretty fast into those corners, a lot of load on those tires. You burn up that right front quick, so going to be an interesting run for the 88 of Shauer here in the 25 of Ken Squires to see how those cars react to the short little stint on those Goodyears.
Yes, Derrick takes the outside here for the restart. Squires on the bottom. Stahlhood, Bilson, Hughes, your top 5, with Dorcy and Ware, your 7 here tonight from Nashville. Into the restart zone, and back away we go. Green flag once again here, and a great restart for the 88 as the 25 spins the tires on the bottom.
25 gets a big wheel spin. That lets a 3-gun opportunity. Got to the 88 here. Got to the inside of him. Not yet. Coming into turn number 3. Shauer hangs on to the lead here. Going to be a battle between the 88 and the 3 here. Bilson and Shauer both battling for that lead. Single file coming down into turn number 1 all the way through the field. Everyone trying to form up here and start picking and choosing their fights. As you see Tyler Stahlhood getting to the inside of the 4 machine of Dorcy, trying to make that pass for the 4th position. Stahlhood gets on by with relative ease. Going to set up his sights on the 3rd place car, Ken Squires. You can see that 7 of Stahlhood's definitely hooked up, that little Subaru there. Really tracking down this 25 very quickly. So I don't know if that's just how the 25 of Squires is set up right now, or if those tires are really affecting that 25 machine. But up front here, Bilson also tracking down the 88 machine. Right there with them, just can't get by him just yet. Tate Dorcy in the 4 lost a lot of ground on this restart, though, Joe. Lost a bunch of positions all the way back to the 7th spot. Just got caught in that outside line racing with the 7 of Stahlhood. Couldn't get back to the inside and just got freight trained.
Sometimes that's okay, though, because you don't want to be up there in that position. You don't need someone sliding up into you as these tires start to go away, and sometimes it's okay to drop back. There's only 7 cars here tonight. You lose track position relative to the rest of the guys, but clean race car goes a long way, especially on these short tracks. As this race progresses, I think we'll see that start to come into play. You talked about Tyler in that 7, and tonight he's in that Subaru WRX for the tentatively named Subaru Motorsports USA team, which is new for this week and moving forward for him and the entire 7 crew with the Coca-Cola company on the side. Keith Hughes got to the bumper there. And right now, our top 2 are both leading the way in their respective championships, right? Shauer in the 88, he's your driver's champion right now. Bilson in the 3, your owner's champion right now with that team there. So, it's just if you're sitting with 1-2 right now, I think you're okay with running where you are because you're kind of in a good spot for that big prize at the end of the night.
Not a pretty good spot, but you want to go for glory here. You want to go all the way up there and take that win,
Well, but now isn't the time to take the win, is it? We're not even a quarter of the way into the race. We're about to be, but we're not there just yet.
Not just yet. Give it another 2 laps, and then we can say we're a quarter of the way through the race, and then they can go full out.
Tate Dorcy to the inside of Bren. Ware. Dorcy gonna get loose. Almost collects the 0. Good save there from the Huskers fan. Dorcy, though, gonna lose some time after that slide. Brembo breaks Honda out in front of the field right now. Is Shauer a pole sitter? He's got 3 bonus points on the night, too, so those come into play depending on where he finishes this evening relative to the other Drivers' Championship competitors.
Keith Hughes all over the back end of that 7 machine of Tyler Stahlhood, looking around to see if he can get a position there. Stahlhood starts to pull back away. As you see the 25 get into the outside wall, checks everyone up. Stahlhood gets into the 25, has to wash up the track. That's going to let the 82 jump to his inside. Now Keith Hughes has to contest with this 25 machine. Looks like Ken Squires' car is starting to go away from him.
Well, remember, the 25 didn't pit under that last caution. These 2 did. I think Tyler took 2 on his Subaru. Hughes took 4. You see those 4 tires pay off as he gets around the 7 after the big moment a few laps ago. And now Hughes is going to be right on the back bumper of that Pontiac GTO of Ken Squires.
And you got to be careful here. You don't want to hit that 25 and get him around, especially on corner entry. You want to make sure that you're calculated with this. You see Keith Hughes going all over the track here, trying to figure out top and bottom if there's a way that he can sneak on by into the picture here. Ken Squires doing a great job of blocking. We see he's going to get tight here, get to the outside wall, just a hair. Keith Hughes going to boogie on by him here and set his sights on Bilson.
He boogied on by.
Did that boogie switch.
Did you do a boot scooting boogie? I mean, we are in Music City.
I mean, we're in the Music City. I don't see why that's not appropriate.
Back up front, still Shauer with the lead. Bilson in second. And that number 3.
Now, Joe, we were talking about it here. Do we know what the 3 of Zachary Bilson took for tires on that? Did he take 2?
I assume he took 4.
Because it does seem like Shauer's starting to pull back away from the 3 car here. So
Could
I'm
he just
wondering
be
how much
better?
of this, and Shauer's been putting up some pretty fast laps last few times compared to the 3. So I'm wondering if Shauer's figured something out about saving his rubber a little more compared to second place here in that 3 machine of Bilson.
James, what do you mean you hope there's nobody impersonating you? It's kind of weird. I'm scared.
Me.
It's
I
Ricky.
did it.
Oh, man. Sorry.
Hi, I'm James. Look at me.
Sorry, James.
There's my James impression.
You're awful, you know that?
Well, you know who isn't awful right now? Derrick Shauer led every lap
Good
so far
transition.
tonight's event, I believe. I might be incorrect on that, but definitely has led the most laps of this event so far as he comes across the line for lap 29 of 80. Joe, we are just clicking away laps here, getting pretty close to the halfway point, 10 laps. It seems like just yesterday we were at a quarter of the waypoint. That's because I was 10 laps ago. Quick laps here, quick times, everyone flying around here. Tire fall off doesn't seem like it's considerable, honestly.
And we were hearing
even this
almost
far
a
into the
second
run,
of fall
Our
off.
leader's still running 19.5s on his best lap was a 19.2 at some point early in the race. So only about three tenths, maybe a fall off.
Yeah, I think they like to lie to
from the
me.
leader on old tires.
Ricky, I ask them questions, right? And they say, 30 laps, we're looking at about 5 tenths to a second in there. We're nowhere near that. What's up with that? Well, you gotta lie to Joe. What am I doing?
I think you learn something sometimes when you're out there on track and you kind of forget what your tires look like. Because in practice, you're kind of going through. In practice, you're kind of doing it on the fly. So I think if you're pushing the car too much, you might be able to scrub off 5 tenths to
Your
a full
race
second.
pace.
But as we're talking about that, Tyler Stahlhood gets the inside of Ken Squires coming down the back straightaway here. Squires trying to defend the Ford. Tate Dorcy coming up behind him in that Ford Fusion, but Tyler Stahlhood get a boogie on by that 25 car. He's going to turn on the afterburners here and see if he can track Keith Hughes back down. Like I said, Hughes had 4 tires, Stahlhood's 2. Stahlhood's car's been fast, but I think it's just been stuck behind that 25 Ken Squires. Squires been doing a great job of holding ground and keeping these guys back there, but I think that car's just been... He's been struggling with handling since the restart when he didn't take tires there. So I'm wondering if maybe he hurt those tires early on in the run and just been playing damage control ever since.
Just wanted to note that you're using boogie a lot tonight.
It's
Is it a boogie
boot
night?
scootin' boogie, like you said. In Nashville, boot scootin' boogie.
All right, looks like we lost cameras, so Ricky's going to take your radio style here for a second.
All right, from Nashville Super Speedway. I said it. I did it, Joe. Goodness me, I actually said that. Derrick Shauer still leading here, probably by about 1.17 seconds over Zachary Bilson in 3 car, who's trying to track him down. Keith Hughes right behind Bilson, less than half a second behind him. Keith Hughes slowly closing on Bilson as the laps wind down here. Tyler Stahlhood in the 4th spot. A lot of cars on track, uncontested at the moment. The 4 Dorcy getting to the inside of the 25 of Squires coming into turn number 3. Squires goes on the high line. Dorcy makes quick work of the 25 car coming down the front straightaway to take that 5th position. Put Tate Dorcy up into the top 5 in that championship battle. 6th spot is Ken Squires, like I just said, losing ground here. And in 7th right now is the 7 machine of, not the 7 machine, the 0 car of Bren Ware.
Cameras restored for the folks at home. Thanks for your patience.
Joe, who wrote Boot Scootin' Boogie again? I forget. Is that is that like who wrote Boot Scootin' Boogie?
Brooks and Dunn.
Which one did Billy Ray Cyrus do then? I thought that was Boot Scootin' Boogie. Or is that Achy Breaker Heart?
Yep, that's Billy Ray.
Okay. I have no country knowledge at all, which is surprising since we are in Nashville, but
Hey, you didn't hit Broadway last night, did you?
I didn't. Is there Broadway in Nashville?
Yeah, that's where all the bars and stuff are.
Oh, so there you go. But everyone lapping the zero car of Ware as we're talking about this, by the way. Oh, Ware! Oh, gets in the outside wall there.
Well, again, it's a Subaru, so it's got IIHS safety certified at the top of its class. Looks like Bren Ware going to come down the pit lane here.
Oh, he's getting sideways. Did he blow a tire?
I can't tell.
That car, like, moved like it lost a tire. I'm not entirely sure. 42 of 80 laps past halfway point here in Nashville. Yeah, I think that these guys eventually... Do you know, Joe, what a fuel run looks like here?
I was told they could only go around 30 laps on tires.
Yeah, so I would think that...
So, they've
well,
gone
you say
more
tires,
than that.
which makes me think the tires are going to drop out before the fuel, so it might be plausible that the Zero machine might have had some rubber issue there with those four Mr. Goodyears. But he is back on track here, a lap down, probably 2 laps down at this point, if not 3. Wait to see if anyone else takes a choice to come to pit road. Tyler Stahlhood is the first of our leaders to elect to come down pit road here. Interesting play by Stahlhood, trying to get ahead of these guys by pitting early. If you're trying to make it to the end of the race, I'd imagine you could just make it from here.
Yeah.
Then Squire's down as well, so
You got to
being
stem
the first one down means you'll be on the track all by yourself with fresh rubber quicker than everyone else. Use a few laps to take advantage of that and make up some lap time.
and stop the bleeding if you're Tyler Stahlhood in the 7. You're looking for a championship here tonight. It's not gone the way that you've wanted it to. You've been struggling with track position. What's a way to try to get some track position? Come down, get fresh tires, get a couple extra laps on those new tires, and kind of see how things play out. So Tyler going to merge out in front of the 88, so I believe he's only going to be marked 1 lap down. We'll see when Shauer decides to come down the pit lane as your leader and pole sitter, and he's also clinched most laps led here tonight. So it's going to go...
Joe, as we're talking about that, Keith Hughes is all over the back bumper of Bilson's car. It's slowly reeled in Zachary Bilson here for the 2nd spot, but Keith Hughes, that 82 machine you were talking about, it is definitely fast. And going to make the pass on him as Bilson elects to come down pit road here. Our leader, Shauer, also comes down, so that puts Keith Hughes up to the point of out here at lap 48 of 80. We'll see if he comes down to pit next time by.
So it gives Keith a valuable bonus point, but I was going to say, that 88 team, they got 6. They got the maximum amount of bonus points they could get tonight. They got them all. Leading the most laps after starting on the pole. Won the pole course, and then leading the lap. So 6 bonus points for the 88 team. That's going to be worth a spot in that second on back range. So good run for Shauer and co. They're just going to have to try to close the deal here as they're off a pit lane.
Pit lane, you see Shauer trying to get back up to speed. Here comes Tyler Stahlhood flying around up on 1 and 2. We'll see which Stahlhood falls in line. And Stahlhood gets side by side with the 88. Shauer's going to get on that pedal quick, trying to match him into the turn. He cannot do it. Tyler Stahlhood leapfrogs the 88 for position here.
So we'll see how things cycle out, but right now looking like that 7 of Stahlhood going to be your leader once the 82 of Keith Hughes comes down the pit lane.
And I don't know just yet. Dylan Shauer coming back to the... Derrick Shauer, sorry. Coming back to the inside of Stahlhood here. They are side by side.
Oh, it makes easy work of them.
Stahlhood concedes that spot to the 88.
Tyler just pull over for him?
I think he's picking and choosing his battles here. I'm sure he saw the 88 kind of get rolling there.
That's a battle I want to choose, though, Ricky.
I don't know who's... Right now, the 82, Keith Hughes is the leader on track. Ford's still got to come in as well. Of Dorcy. Hughes is coming down right now. Dorcy's still out there, so... I don't know. We'll see. Bilson, though, all over Stahlhood. I wonder if Stahlhood's having some handling issue, because Bilson coming by quick on the 7 car. Oh, Tyler Stahlhood into the outside wall just a little bit. Keeps it rolling, though. Zachary Bilson gets on by him pretty quickly in that Dodge Challenger, or Chevy Camaro, whatever that is. Dodge Camaro, Chevy Camaro, Chevy Camaro. It looks like a Challenger, but it's actually a Camaro. Derrick Shauer still leads here, 82. Keith Hughes trying to get off with these guys. He's trying to get up to speed. Stays out ahead of the 3. The 82 of Keith Hughes might be in a good spot here, Joe. He's got fresher tires than anyone. He's going to blend in that second spot. Fight the 3 for a lap here, but watch this. He's going to come powering down the front straightaway, get past the 3 again on those fresh rubber. Keith Hughes with a very interesting strategy play here, waited longer than anyone else to come down for those tires, and now he's going to reap the benefits of having that fresh rubber by a few laps on everyone out here.
Yeah, so Keith with the freshest tires has second place right now, so that gives him the lead in the Owners' Championship. Also has a lap led, so it's a little, little bonus point. I don't think it's going to mean too much now because he has to get by the 88 of Shauer if he wants to win this driver's title. That 88 has been almost untouchable here this evening. Dominated this race after starting on the pole. Derrick Shauer looking for a win and a championship here in the Builder Series in the 2022 winter edition of the series. So right now, we're looking at it like this. Shauer leading the way for the Drivers' Championship. Keith Hughes leading the way for the Owners' Championship, sitting in second. Keith with the fresh tires. We'll see. Ricky, keep an eye on that gap because visually it looks like it's starting to close in a little bit.
Visually, it's starting to close in just a little bit, and I think Keith Hughes has been really closing the gap, running his fastest laps of the race the last few times around. Definitely faster than Shauer. Keith is closing in and chasing him down, but these guys are actually all lapped down because Tate Dorcy has not come in yet. 4 cars still trucking around out here. Very long run for this Ford machine. I think trying to bank on a caution maybe to get some help. But these guys are all going to come up here and unlap themselves. So the 4 car has actually been leading this whole time, logging these laps. So not adding any more to that 88, who already has most laps led.
Oh, big pass there from Shauer. He thought about staying behind that Ford Dorcy, but had to get to the inside to try to make a pass because Keith Hughes is coming, and now Ken Squire's coming down in front of that 88 a little bit, starting to crowd the nose of that Civic off of turn number 2. Down into 3 we go. Here comes Keith Hughes in the 82. 88, 82. Going to cycle through 1, 2, and once the 4 of Dorcy comes down, Hughes now looking to the outside of Shauer for the second position. Now going to have to dive low to get around lap traffic. And Ken Squires will be side by side with the 25. Derrick Shauer now with a moment, Ricky, to try to get a little bit of a lead on the 82.
Keith Hughes, sorry to cut you off there, Joe. Keith got the nose to the inside, but the 25 is fighting back.
So Shauer still leading the way of cars that have come down the pit lane. Tate Dorcy, though, playing a game. You know, in this 4 car, he is remarkably slow compared to everyone else, right? Ricky, I think he could be potentially trying to stretch this to the end because we are just going to be 16 laps away from our conclusion here tonight once we hit the line.
Joe?
I don't know if they'll be able to do it.
In order to be trying to stretch it that far, I mean, I guess you can do it. They've unlapped him, so the problem is now they're going full song. The 4 car, if he's trying to stem the bleeding here, I guess they're going to have to come back around and pass him again. But man, that's a tall task there. But for the moment, Shauer in that second spot. This would be the proverbial leader if they can get to the 4. 3 car Bilson getting on by the 25 of Ken Squires, who's 2 laps down at the moment. Keep an eye out on this 82 car, Keith Hughes, because he's just been consistently running fast laps at 88. I think he's just regrouping here after getting shuffled around in that lap traffic. But he's still running faster laps than the 88 of Shauer.
Ricky, they have to make up a second lap from here on out just to get to the back of the number 4. Are they doing that?
Well, they were 16 point something like 2 laps ago, and now they're 13, so I think so. Tyler Stahlhood got loose there on the back straightaway. Got the wall just a little bit, but hangs on to it. Keep an eye out on that. That's That's really could be the deciding factor here. If Tate can make it all the way to the end on this, the little fusion that 4 machine.
Got the EcoBoost power underneath the hood.
Really, there's nothing to lose right here, Joe. For Dorcy, it's like either try to make it to the end or wait for a caution and then reap the lead.
Well, you know the two guys trying to run you down, they're running like madmen right now.
Yeah,
right?
Shauer coming up on the 0 car. Ware kind of caught him at a weird spot there. That's not really going to help his speed. The 82, Hughes also catches the 0 at bad spots. That's probably not going to help his speed either. Gap staying pretty consistent between the 82 and the 88 for the moment. Mark in chat saying it's it's a fusion. Look, it says fusion on the front. The 4 machine.
It's weird. It's got like the newer Fusion grill, but then it's got the old Fusion taillights. Did you notice that?
A couple of times.
We like cars.
Stahlhood in that 5th spot, just trying to hang on here. Is going to be the next guy that the 88 and the 82 have to battle with. But Tate Dorcy driving around here. Actually, Joe, we just passed TWB 10 to go. Actually coming to 9 to go, I guess.
We did, but, you know, head on over to GardenLightsDirect.com because from porches, patios to more, for all your outdoor lighting needs, they have you covered. GardenLightsDirect.com, and now you're 9 to go. It's Tate Dorcy out in front of the field trying to steal the show. Maybe steal the championship. Might not be the best way to put it, but Dorcy doing his best to try to take home a title here in the Builder Series. Derrick Shauer there, though, in second right now in this number 88. He's got to get around Tyler Stahlhood, and he's got to find a way to get to this 4, but Dorcy, I mean, Ricky Dorsey's looking, I think the gap's going to be too much.
I don't know, Joe. Coming down to the line here, 7 laps to go. We'll see what the 88 looks like when he hits the line. Was 5 seconds back. Last time by is 5.41. This time it was 4.79. So,
Oh man,
that's tough. He's clicking off like maybe like about 0.8 of a second a lap, give or take. Just not. It's going to be a tough challenge when he gets to Stahlhood, because Stahlhood has no incentive of letting him by. Stahlhood's fighting for points here too. But the big question right now, everyone has their eyes on that 4 machine of Tate Dorcy. Can Tate Dorcy make it to the end of this place? Spoiler to everyone here. We really thought we had the strategy figured out, Joe. We thought this 4 was going to come in, and the whole thing turned itself on its head. Tate Dorcy running very slow laps out here, 20.4 seconds, just trying to nurse it to the end. Shauer's got it down to 3 seconds here, though. Gotta see, coming around here off of going into turn 3, coming off of turn 4. Gonna be 4 laps to go from Nashville. Tyler Stahlhood right behind Dorcy in the 7 car, kind of being his buffer there, I guess. The 88, a Shauer, just trying to track this 4 car down a whole second of a lap faster than Dorcy last time by.
you can see the gap there, that 4, that blue car out in front, the red and gray number 88. Big time send that time into turns number 3 and 4. 3 to go at the line.
It's going to be tough, Joe. Here comes Shauer right in the back bumper of Tyler Stahlhood. Stahlhood not going to give him an inch, though. Shauer's going to be side by side with Stahlhood coming into turn number 3.
Derrick Shauer there on the bottom. He clears the 7 of Tyler Stahlhood. 2 laps to go for Tate Dorcy, but here comes the 88.
Here comes the 88. Can Derrick Shauer pull this off? He's going to really power it off the turn here. Dorcy's just got to take his line away. Wherever Shauer goes, he's going to try to go low here. Dorcy locks it up just a little bit, trying to hang on to it. Derrick Shauer's going to clear him coming off turn 4 here, taking the white flag.
Derrick Shauer back to the point of the rally of a lifetime. Retakes the lead in the race and retakes the lead for the Drivers' Championship. Down the back straightaway for the final time. It's going to be the Brembo Brakes Honda
Here comes
Civic.
Tate Dorcy up against the wall. Oh, it didn't work. Halfway through the turn, ended up running out of steam. Derrick Shauer takes the win here at Nashville. Where have we seen that before, Joe?
Ricky, I'm not going to lie. I completely missed it there. And then all of a sudden you started yelling, and I was like...
Dorcy going into turn 3 just gunned it and grabbed the wall. And it actually worked for about half of the length of 3 and 4. And then the car gripped up and slowed down. But Dorcy almost got side by side with Shauer there.
Derrick Shauer going to take home your Drivers' Championship. Keith Hughes, I do believe, is going to take home the owner's title. And Shauer was not a part of that in this 88 team. Those are some impressive burnouts, Ricky. The fans are on their feet. They're cheering, Ricky. They're happy.
Oh, they're happy, yeah.
They're screaming. They're screaming their heads off. I mean, so for maybe some of the folks at home, talk about the kind of the emotion behind winning a title and kind of winning, you know, a lot of emotions, right? A lot of emotions.
Joe, is that some kind of diss?
Oh, sorry. It's a lot of emotion, folks. It's a lot of emotion.
It's you got to think that 88 team is just over the moon right now. A whole season's worth of effort there to get this is definitely rewarding.
So let's go ahead and watch this move. You talked about it. We missed it live. Oh, we missed it again. Hold on. We'll get you a good view of it. There you go. Dorcy just big send, like you said, works for about turn 3, but then as, you know, car grips up. I think too wide of a radius, too. Kind of knew he had second place locked down, so might as well try a send, but a last-ditch effort there for Dorcy. Wasn't enough to take home the win or the championship, but still going to take home second place. And Derrick still doing burnouts out there on the track. We're going to go ahead and get results for you here momentarily. We're going to talk with our podium finishers as well. But first, let's get a word from AutoSim 2. Have you ever wanted to manage your own racing team? Or what if you could go back in time to see if a particular season could have finished differently? Well, folks, have no fear, because AutoSim 2 is here. With fully customizable roster files, you can create your own world or try to recreate the past. Heck, you could even try to predict the future through AutoSim 2's Sim Mode. Don't like the passive approach? Well, then get more hands-on in Owner Mode, where you decide who drives your cars and what companies will sponsor them. Down on your luck? Well, then scout some new talent that will get you to the top. Already super successful? Try moving up the ladder or expanding to truly solidify your racing empire. However you want to play, AutoSim 2 has you covered and is now available for purchase through the Steam store for $9.99. Now go make your mark and build your legacy in AutoSim 2. And again, folks, that's AutoSim 2, now available on the Steam store. $9.99. Again, now available. Great modding ability on that game. You can join their Discord as well. A lot of great stuff. You can go through all different seasons, and make your mark in the motorsports world. Results incoming. This is the best part of the night where I start to struggle, figure out how to fill some dead air, but no more dead air. Let's go ahead and bring in our race winner. He's the driver of the number 88. He's your driver's champion. He leads the most laps. He wins the pole. He leads a lap. Derrick, brother, how's it feel to be a champion?
Crazy. I really don't know, because, I mean, I've never really sim raced on this game until I came into ISRL, so this is really my first full season. It's just very weird feeling.
Well, I mean, tonight, put on a clinic, right? You win the pole. You fastest guy in town all night. Ricky is feverishly typing away over there. The professional outfit we run, Derrick. The professional outfit we run. But
yes, I love it.
Kind of, how much prep did you guys put into this race? Was it more than normal? Was it a little bit less? Were you relaxed tonight? Were you maybe a little more tense? Kind of what did this week look like? Was it different than most other weeks here in the Builder Series, or did you kind of try to keep the same thing going that got you here?
I kind of followed what I did the last few races because I missed Bristol, which was our double points race, so I was at a kind of deficit. And so the last 3 or 4 races, I've been practicing way too much. Like, turn the phone off, like, ignore everything and practice. And I felt like I was actually more nervous last week because last week was the deciding week of the Championship 4. And I don't know, I was kind of nervous coming into it, but part of me was like, no, I don't think I'm going to get it, but I'm going to try. And I had a feeling Keith was going to win. So it was a nerve-wracking week all week, or I say all week, since, Anderson's race last week. But yeah, I mean, definitely, I feel like I was relaxed when we started the race because I knew I started on pole and I had a good chance. It was just, I'm not very great at being consistent. And so I think I put like 1,200 laps on this track since Anderson's last week. So it was definitely, I would probably say, a little more busy and tenseful throughout the rest of the week.
I that is a dedication. I don't Ricky, did you ever do that?
I did not know.
No. So if that kind of shows you why we're up here and you're down there holding the big trophy, but you talked about it there, kind of first time sim racing and stuff. When you win a championship in a league, a lot of guys, it takes a while, right? It's not something that comes quick. And coming quick here to you at Nashville tonight is that championship. Does this kind of, make this hobby a little more fun? Does it make it obviously it's got to feel rewarding, but kind of how does this maybe shift your outlook as we look towards the rest of what ISRL has to offer here going into the new racing season?
I feel like in a way, yes, it has made it a little more fun, but I don't know if that's just because of the people I'm racing around. Like Keith, yes, he's from MOT, but he's been here for a while. Like everyone that I've raced with in this championship so far has all been really super humble, down to earth people, and I feel like to me that's what's made it fun. Because I mean, there's even wrecks like before the season ended last year that like I would finish horrible, but I'd still have fun. So I don't really know. I mean, like it definitely makes it seem more rewarding and more worth it to win a championship, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say, yeah, kind of in a way it does make it more fun, but not at the same time. Kind of like a two-edged sword for me.
Hey, I think that's really fair. Well, Derrick, again, congratulations on the win, the Drivers' Championship here tonight. Before we let you go, again, want to say thank you for being part of bringing us out to the track. But
thank you for coming.
Yeah, floor is yours. I know you got a lot of great partners, sponsors here. Last race of the season, you're the champion. Floor is yours. You know what to do, buddy.
Well, first off, I wanted to thank my team motor, James. I came into this not really like I've played in our 2002 and 2003, but I've never done the whole like paint scheme stuff and like learning how to do stuff in the game. And from the moment I joined, he was always like right there, like, hey, you can come here, or oh, you don't know how to design a car, so okay, I'll do it for you. And like even the design that he put on my car today, the Brembo car, I was super busy outside of trying to practice for the race. And he was like, hey, just send me over a PSD and, we'll get it all fixed up and whatever. So first, he's helped me a lot. And so I wanted to thank him and Brembo, as silly as it sounds. I also want to thank Greg. He's obviously the owner or the runner of ISRL. And then I also want to thank Stahlhood for putting all of this on. None of this would have been possible without him. So huge thanks to them, and a huge thanks to y'all for coming out to this event. So, yes.
Well, Derrick, again, congratulations on the win here tonight, the championship. And as always, cannot thank you enough for taking the time to talk with us.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate it a lot.
Derrick Shauer, he's the driver of the number 88. He's your race winner. He's your Builder Series champion. Heck yeah, he just put on a really good interview.
Thank y'all.
Did I do something?
No.
Okay. Did Bristol tell you a joke?
Oh, no. I was just kind of excited so that I actually won.
Okay. All right. Well, Derrick, again, congratulations, buddy. Have a good one.
Appreciate it, you too.
Eric Shauer, driver the number 88, your race winner. I always like it when we're working on Ricky. We're working on getting the mics off of them so we can get the next guy in, and the mic just kind of picks a little thing up, and you gotta explain it to the folks at home, right?
Yeah, usually it's me.
It was you there for a second. Let's go ahead and next bring in our second place finisher. He's the driver of the number 4 Valvoline Ford tonight, Tate Dorcy. Tate, you had this. It seems like you had the strategy called down. Was it just too much time left for that 88 to catch you?
Yeah, just too much time. I cooked my tires. Ken Squires came out and I let him go, and then got a little loose, and because I was so high, I got a good run. And then I tried like, all right, let's go low. I shouldn't have done that. Should have backed off more. And I think I just burned up my tires a little bit too soon there. And then by the end, I mean, I think it was all the way red. My spotter was or crew chief was like, there's not much rubber left. So I was trying to avoid the tire blowing. And Derrick was running good laps. I was watching the time on the F1 and knew he was coming.
Well, still, nonetheless, an impressive run for you in this Ford crew tonight. You're gonna take home second in the in the drivers' championship. My head is kind of a little off kilter right now, but when you look back at tonight, it seemed like early on this race started to slip away from you in this Ford team. Kind of what happened early on in the race where you lost some of that track position, and then was that kind of a deciding factor in going for that Hail Mary strategy to try to make it to the end?
Yeah, I knew I didn't quite have the speed of the other championship runners. I was half a tenth off or so. So I think the 0 car spun. We had a caution, so I pitted, and we were racing. And I was like, if I race like this, I'm going to have to pit, and I don't have the speed. So I just decided to drop to the back, conserve some tires, and try to limp it home. And it almost worked.
I got an off-the-wall question for you. I heard that you had to run a Wisconsin Badgers paint scheme last night at MOT. Is that accurate? Are those reports true? And did you take a big shower after having to drive that filth?
That definitely felt dirty. Sadly, they are true. One of the Matt Moss that races at MOT, we made a bet when Nebraska and Wisconsin played, and the loser of the game had to paint a car with the winning team and run it. And of course, Nebraska lost by 1 score because we're really good. And I put all their Rose Bowls on there, and Dinian mentioned that they have no national championships, so thought that was nice of me.
Hey, that was nice of you. And you got a new head coach, right? So,
Yeah, he rules.
He does rule. But Tate, it's always a pleasure talking with you. But before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. You got a lot of great friends, partners, family support. Floor is yours, buddy. You know what to do.
Yeah, I want to thank ISRL for the Builder Series. It was pretty fun. I think they got regular stuff starting up, so check them out. Also check out Mondays of Thunder. We got some fun tracks this season, trying out some new stuff, so should be a lot of fun. And just for, whoever made NR 2003, it's pretty fun. And go blue, but not really.
I really hope my team beats your team next year just because you said that. Just so you know.
Well, it probably will happen. But
okay. All right.
Skurs by 90 all day, every day.
Tate, as always, congratulations first on that second place run here tonight. And again, as always, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for putting on the race.
He's Tate Dorcy, driver of the number 4, your second place finisher here tonight, and your runner-up in the Drivers' Championship. Let's go ahead and bring in our third place finisher, and he's not only our third place finisher tonight, he also brings home the owner's title. He's the driver tonight of the number 3, Zachary Bilson. Zachary, do you got a copy?
Yep, gotcha.
All right, third place finish. I mean, how's it feel? I know, goal accomplished, right? Owner's title secured?
Yeah. I didn't really come up with a goal tonight. I was just kind of running. I was going to let the championship, the Drivers' Championship guys duke it out, but I was really fast tonight. I wasn't expecting to be I was as fast as Derrick tonight, and I felt like I ran a pretty good race.
What do you think the difference there at the end was?
The difference there? The difference was not trying to push too hard. because Keith, he pushed way too hard trying to catch Derrick, and he destroyed his tires. He was like 8 seconds off the lead when the checker flag came out. And I felt like I was doing pretty good on tire conservation. I was thinking of doing only a single stop, not doing a 2-stop, but you know, I didn't have the fuel to do it. I don't think I would have coasted it enough. So came in. I was really surprised when he came out when Keith came out ahead of me.
Well, rally to the third place finish. Obviously, it's a big win for, I believe it's Full Circle Racing, right? Full Circle Racing.
Full Circle Racing.
Okay. Whew. There's so many things in my head about sim racing at this point. I apologize. I wanted to make sure I got it right. But when we talk about kind of these championships, especially an owner's title, you got to have a lot of other good drivers in the car. I know it was a late call for you to get behind the wheel this 3. I think Tyler Mallon was originally slated to be behind the wheel tonight. When you get that call, though, to be kind of part of that owner's title run, does that give you a little extra pep in your step? I mean, I would think it's got to feel pretty good to be selected to be part of a championship, but I want to hear it from you.
I don't know. I was kind of gonna probably be embarrassed coming in tonight because I know Tyler would have won the race in like 5 minutes, you know. So and I think Bobby Jones also came into this car, right? He was in the 3, and he won 2 races. He's a super fast guy. So this car has been ran by super fast people, and I'm glad to even just get a top 3 in this same car, you know, and be as fast as the leaders. It's a good change.
Well, an impressive run tonight, Zachary. Again, congratulations on the podium finish and the owner's title. But before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Again, a lot of friends, family, sponsors to thank, so the floor is yours to do so.
Yep. I want to thank the Royal Purple Card that I did not run tonight, and the team owner that I did not tell I was going to be running this 3 for, James Hodge for Tiberius Motorsports. Want to thank Greg for running this league, honestly, and Tyler Stahlhood for putting together the Winter Builder Series. I do feel like I've gotten significantly better at short track racing. You know, I'm not a big fan of short track racing, so this series was good for me to learn and get faster in general. I feel like I'm now a better driver at other tracks because of short track racing in this series. So just want to thank Greg, Tyler, James Hodge, and Keith Hughes for giving me that 3rd place.
Well, Zachary, again, congratulations on the 3rd place run, the owner's title, and as always, cannot thank you enough for taking the time to talk with us.
Yep. Thank you for putting on the broadcast tonight.
Zachary Wilson, he's the driver of the number 3 tonight, but normally the number 47 Royal Purple car, your 3rd place finisher from the Fairgrounds. Ricky, that's going to wrap up our coverage. Nice little broadcast tonight. We saw a first-time champion win a big race. We saw the unlikely owner's champion getting called to the car late here tonight, stepping in behind the wheel and claiming that victory for him. And we also saw the Hail Mary strategy from the 4 crew. And just a lot of really good storylines coming out of this Builder Series this year.
A lot of great storylines indeed, and it was a lot of fun to watch here up in the booth. I had a lot of fun here tonight, Joe. I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope everyone at home had a lot of fun because that was a barn burner right there. Fantastic race.
Great race, and as always, you can check out the ISRL. We have their links down in this video description below. You can also check them out at ISRL_NR2003 on Twitter. There you can find out about how to join their Discord and get more involved with the ISRL because they got a lot of great great series for some of the more experienced guys out there and also for some of the beginners out there. So great place to kind of get your feet wet and get started here sim racing, and they're building a really great thing, and we are so happy to be a part of it, especially getting to broadcast this championship race tonight from the Fairgrounds. With all that being said, though, folks, cannot thank you enough for watching tonight. Make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the video and subscribe. Again, doing so helps support us here on JTN so much. It helps get these videos out to more people. When that viewership goes up, we get happy because the numbers are higher, and bigger numbers mean better things, and it gives us that extra little motivation to keep bringing you these broadcasts. And as always, cannot thank all of our league partners that bring us out to these tracks for these things, because man, oh man, so nights like tonight, they make you really love doing this commentating stuff. But make sure you're following us on our social media at JoeTowNetwork. We got a Twitter at JoeTowNetwork, Facebook JoeTowNetwork, TikTok, JoeTowNetwork, and now Instagram at JoeTowNetwork. Make it super easy for you. We're also on Twitch at JoeTowNetwork. Again, nice and easy for you. And follow us on all those and give us that little bit of support. It's free to do so, and it's the best way to help support us here on JTN. Next time we're live is going to be Saturday night, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time, for the Polar Bear Invitational from Talladega, truck racing around the 2.667 mile super speedway. Again, folks, with all that being said, for all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, for my colleague Ricky Collette, I've been Joe Towanski. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks. Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checker. Never mind, they're going to be... Oh!